सुमन स्माइल्ड, नहीं सर, फास्ट बॉलर से डर नहीं लगता। सुमन क्रिकेटर नहीं बनता, कुछ नहीं कर पाता। हमारे पास खेती इतनी है कि हमारी 7 पुश्तें आराम से घर बैठे अच्छा कर सकती हैं। Shubman Gill has been appointed as India's next Test captain. Cricket is all about 99% hard work, but that 1% of luck you need. Hello and welcome to TI Sports. This is Pratyush Raj, your host and host. Today, this is a big breaking coming up that Shubman Gill has been appointed as India's next Test captain. So the story of Shubman Gill is very fascinating. He's not a typical metro boy. He's not from Delhi, he's not from Bombay, he's not from Bangalore, he's not from Chennai, the hub of Indian cricket, where most of our Indian captain has come from. If you take an example of MS Dhoni, who comes from Ranchi, still Ranchi was a capital of a state. But Shubman Gill comes from a village which is close to Pakistan border. His village name on registered is Chak Kherewala, but the locals knows it by the name of Chak Jamai Singh Wala. Chak Jamai Singh Wala was a soldier who fought in a battle against Pakistan in 1947. The interesting part is that village, after partition, went to Pakistan. After a year or so, it was later integrated into India. So that's the story. The boy comes from that village, that part of our country. So when he was very young, his father, Lakhvinder Singh Gill, who wanted to play cricket, who was a cricket tragic but couldn't play, there was no infrastructure, nothing. He took his son and he moved his family with his wife and a daughter all the way from Fazilka to Mohali, rented a flat near the Mohali stadium so that he could get him enrolled in an academy. So that's not the end. Lakhvinder was doing all the hard yard, but it needed a little bit of luck. जो किस्मत होती है, that दोस्त, वो बहुत बड़ी चीज़ होती है. Cricket is all about 99% hard work, but that 1% of luck you need. Shubman needed that luck. He was scoring runs for fun, but then somehow he got noticed. And this is a very interesting story. He got noticed by former India fast bowler Karsan Ghavri. Karsan Ghavri was running a MRF Pace Academy in Mohali. He was head of that academy, and one day while doing his evening stroll with curator Diljit Singh, he saw a boy hitting sixes, boundaries for fun against the bowlers who were double of his age. Out of curiosity, Ghavri stopped there and watched him for play. And after a while, after watching him for 5 to 7 minutes, Ghavri saw that boy and asked, कि यार इसके father कौन है? Who is his father? Lakhvinder Gill, a guy who can hardly speak Hindi, forget English, gingerly raised his hand after someone translated that to him. He raised his hand. Then Ghavri asked him to bring the boy to the PCA next day. So the journey began. Shubman Gill at the age of 12 going to face the bowlers who were in under 23, the fast bowlers, and few of them even played for India. The few names are Sandeep Sharma, Parvinder Awana, Aniket Singh Rajput. They were the pacers who were doing in that academy. So Ghavri asked, "Beta, डर तो नहीं लगेगा?" And Shubman smiled, "नहीं sir, fast bowler से डर नहीं लगता." And if you go at the word of Karsan Ghavri and those who have watched the boy, for next 45 minutes, he tormented those bowlers, all parks of the PCA, old PCA stadium in Mohali. So that story doesn't end there. So Karsan Ghavri completed his stint, went back to Bombay, and after a year, he read a story in a newspaper on Prithvi Shaw, the next prodigy. Everyone is talking about the new king of Maidan, Maidan where the likes of Sunil Gavaskar, Sachin Tendulkar came through. And out of curiosity, he dialed Sushil Kapoor, who was with PCA back then, the spokesperson, and asked about the boy. Where is he? How is he doing? So Sushil Kapoor said the boy is fine. He is currently in Punjab under 16 side and he is scoring runs for fun. Ghavri then again insisted, he sent me his scorecards. And from then onwards, till Shubman went on to play for India under 19, Ghavri kept tracking his development. He even wrote a beautiful mail to then PCA president and secretary asking him that this guy is your future. This guy will lead India someday. And this is a very, very special talent. And he was so right. Now, all these years later, Shubman is set to take over the baton from Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. And he'll be India's next test captain. So if he went on to dominate India under 19 World Cup, ended up becoming the player of the tournament with highest run. There was some kind of similarity with the way he batted, the way he used to he walked around, the way his red handkerchief. That's a story behind that. If you'll go to the old house of Shubman Gill, the apartment where he shared his room with his sister, there was a big poster of Virat Kohli. In that poster, Virat Kohli was batting with the red handkerchief. And Shubman in his initial days used to keep that red handkerchief as well. So it started, he won, became a designated prince to the king, and he kept on going strongly. However, his test numbers, you will see people will question that his 35 average is only 35. He has not done outside Asia. But who can forget that knock of 91 at Gaba on day 4, where he and Rishabh Pant scripted an incredible comeback, the best test win India ever had overseas. It was as good as the Eden 2001. There's something about that boy, and that boy is set to become India's next captain. This is the story of Shubman Gill, who has reached. Still, so many chapters will be written. He's still an unfinished article, but the way he has come from a hinterland, from a village close to a Pakistan border. If you'll go to the village, there's like hardly 500 people lives in there. I was fortunate enough to go there before the ODI World Cup final. His proud grandfather Sardar Didar Singh took me outside, and in Punjabi he said something that I'll translate in Hindi. कि आपको ये ज़मीन दिख रही है? तो I said, हाँ जी, ये सारी हमारी है. And he proudly said, even if Shubman cricketer नहीं बनता, कुछ नहीं कर पाता, हमारे पास खेती इतनी है कि हमारी 7 पुश्तें आराम से घर बैठ के अच्छा कर सकती है. He is a proud farmer, and that's why when the farmer protest happened, Shubman was one of the first cricketer who posted in support of the farmers, because deep down his roots are a farmer, and this is what his grandfather is very proud of, who spent nights at the Tigri border during that protest. He proudly says, "Oh ji, kitna bhi run bana le, how many centuries he will score, he will win matches for India." But that thing touched his grandfather. So we'll have many more stories on Shubman Gill as his career progresses. He'll definitely lead India to more victories. His biggest challenge will start from June 20 when he'll walk out at Leeds for the toss wearing India's captain's blazer. The story has just started. So that's all for now. If you liked our video, please like, share, comment, and don't forget to hit that bell icon. Thank you. This is Pratyush Raj, again your host and those signing off.